Well, before I begin this video, I'd like to start off by saying, and this is 100% a serious note. You guys have probably already noticed. There's no way you haven't if you've been checking out the main channel. It's been a long time since I've actually put up any type of content on there, and that's not me being lazy. That's not me laying around and going, what should I make? Of course, I recently got a job, recently got back into college. This is my second year, and, me spending basically, throughout the entire week, I'm either doing I'm either in a bunch of classes for college, or on the days that I'm not, I'm working for 8 hours at a time. So, it's not easy to pick out a time and specifics where I can actually sit down and make content for you guys. And Saturday is the only day that I can sit down and really do that. But even then, I just spend that time watching football and sports. And it isn't until the end of the day that I realize that that was a horrifically bad idea. Because now, I'm really starting to get behind in college. And that's mainly because of what happened when I had the bat soup disease a few months ago. Ever since I got that, it's been very difficult for me to catch up in college because of all this work that piled up on me. And spending all of that time catching up on it, I wasn't able to sit down and actually make a kind of a comeback. I've been working, and I've been doing college, and on Saturdays I've been sitting down and watching football. And it's only now that midterms have arrived I've realized that I've screwed myself really bad on this one. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I may have to take the next Saturday off. Of course I can't do that. I'm actually going to the Ole Miss game, but I don't know if I'm going to make a video for it. You guys will just have to see me at the Ole Miss game. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just know that I'm going to be trying to do everything I can for you guys. And if I don't make content in the future, I hope that you're at least understanding of that going forward. I apologize for that, and I'll try my best to push forward regardless of what's been happening. Now then, let's try and move towards a brighter note here and talk about some of these games. So, starting off, Alabama lost. Unbelievable. What a shocker. Alabama taking a loss to Texas A&M. 41-38, the first time Alabama's lost to an unranked team since I don't know when. And the first time ever that Nick Saban has lost to one of his assistants. So congratulations to Jimbo Fisher. Is this the real Texas A&M that we've been waiting for? Was Alabama just that slouchy going into this game? To be honest, I'm going with the latter. Alabama cruised by Florida, barely. And people thought that, oh, Alabama's just getting this lucky, including the players. I imagine the players thought that they're just lucky and they can just scooch on by. Nope. I mean, most people thought that Alabama was either going to take a loss to Ole Miss or Texas A&M and College Station. Most people thought it was going to be one or the other, and very well, shockingly enough, it was Texas A&M and College Station. And the reason I think that shocked people, even though a lot of people thought that, is because Texas A&M has already taken 2 losses. One of those being to Mississippi frickin' State. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are shocked by that result. But either way, congratulations to A&M. Y'all won. So that means Georgia's the #1 team now. To me, I think Georgia and Iowa are the 2 best teams right now. Of course, in the rankings, Iowa beating Penn State at home. Looked really sloppy, but managed to make a comeback and seal the victory. And Georgia beating Auburn, shockingly enough. Looks like somebody was able to stop Bo Nix. Auburn has the most one-dimensional offense I think I've ever seen in my life. Literally, it's let Bo Nix run the ball and hope to God that he can find somebody downfield. Once you shut him down, everything just crumbles. And that's exactly what happened to Auburn. Georgia just shut that crap down. Kind of heartbreaking for him, isn't it? But if you want to talk about heartbreaking, talk about the Longhorns. I thought they had that game won against Oklahoma, but nope. Oklahoma yet again pulls off an epic comeback and wins the game. And now we got to hear from the Oklahoma frauds again about how they should be ranked in the blah, 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 blah. They're underlooking Oklahoma and blah, 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 blah. No, you're just a bunch of frauds. You're going to take an L to somebody like Oregon. Michigan going to be ranked in the top 10 again, coming off a very sloppy but a victory against Nebraska. And I don't know how Scott Frost screwed this one. I really don't. I thought they had that one, but yet again, Scott Frost screws it. How much longer are they going to put up with that? I don't know. Michigan State's going to move in the top 10 now, though, since BYU lost to Boise State. Who else is a lucky winner? Ole Miss. How about them beating Arkansas? What a nail biter that game was. That we're going to see that again next week. So Ole Miss, just prepare yourselves for that. And Notre Dame, wow, narrowly escaped Virginia Tech. Shocker. That's all they freaking do. That's all they do is narrowly escape by all of their opponents, no matter who it is. They can play a big booty cheek East and still find a way to win by only 3 or 4. Friggin' ridiculous, man. Who else? Wake Forest. Sitting at 6-0. Can you believe that? Wake Forest and Kentucky are both 6-0 right now. LSU, crap in the bed against them. LSU, how's that 2019 natty working out for LSU? I'm curious. LSU's a joke. Their defense right now is just the worst thing I think I've ever seen in my whole friggin' life. They're sad. They're sad. Vanderbilt, yet again, loses. Can't score a point on Florida. Good job. Good for them. Good for them. West Virginia losing to Baylor. Baylor 5-1. Well, would that be enough for Baylor to go back to being ranked? I don't know. And Florida State. How about Florida State? 2 in a row. Beat Syracuse and then beat North freaking Carolina. Sam Howell was not what I thought he was. Sam Howell's just not good. I really don't know what happened in North Carolina, but they're bad. North Carolina's bad. They're just bad. I don't know what's going on with them, but Sam Howell is not what I thought he was. Oh, and UTEP on their way to winning season 5-1 as well. Congratulations to UTEP. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happened. I'm not gonna stay. You see, it's 12 midnight right now for us Eastern timers. I'm not staying up another hour so I can watch the Pac-12 get ready to kick off. So what I'll finish this off with is Tennessee whooping South Carolina. Pretty much what I'd like to see. Of course, like I mentioned, we got really sloppy there in the second half. Of course, the excuse was, well, the game was already over. Why even bother? That's not the point. You don't want to do that. We were lucky that South Carolina had a doo-doo booty cheek offense. No matter which situation they were in, they were relying on Kevin Harris. Once you shut him down, the whole thing just collapses. That was what happened with South Carolina. You pull that with Ole Miss. When you're up and you choke that lead, that's gonna come back to bite you a lot. So don't be making that mistake. Come on. You can't be doing that. Hendon Hooker played a really good game. 17 of 23, 225 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tyon Evans had a really good game. The wide receivers are really good. I liked what I saw from all the players. The offense has definitely switched it around. 28 points in the first quarter. Tennessee could very well be one of the best teams. If Tennessee played if Tennessee played through the entire game like they do in the first quarter, they'd probably beat both Georgia and Iowa. They look unbeatable in the first quarter, and then from there it's just. So I don't know. We need to get that fixed before Ole Miss. That's what I know. The defense cannot crap the bed like that going forward. That's all I'll say about that. But yeah, pretty much wraps up this week. Again, looking like another 2007 season. What else is there to see? Got a lot of good games going forward, a lot of competitive games. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the Tennessee-Ole Miss game. It'll be tailgating. And looking forward to that. I think it's my first tailgate ever. So see you guys then. Power to third area.